What do we mean when we say, hope does not disappoint? What was going on in Mary's heart and mind as she stood at the foot of the cross? How did she manage to continue holding it together when her heart was being pierced with so much sorrow? Are there circumstances we go through, and it feels as though our source of hope has been shattered? When it seems better to resort to drugs, change denominations, leave matters of faith altogether, or drown in depression. When she found herself in this situation, maybe Mary was able to look at her son with gratitude for all that God had enabled her to do for him as a mother. Do you remember the diversity of characters that were at the foot of the cross with Mary? There were those who waited to help her with a decent burial of her son, and those who pierced and mocked him. It must have been consoling to have those who meant well for her and her son. It must have been consoling to hear him say, "Behold your son." Perhaps Mary was soliloquizing, and this was Christ responding out loud to her inner turmoil? Again, I wonder how she felt when blood and water gushed forth from his side. Did some of it splash onto her? Did this remind her of the time he turned water into wine, and how her request at the wedding ushered in his suffering and all the things he had said and done before the tragedy of Good Friday? Could it get any worse, becoming the Pieta, holding the lifeless body of her son? This, I feel, is mainly for us, as an icon of what it means to be in touch with the excruciating pain we experience from the myriad causes of desolation that come our way as pilgrims of hope. It is only now that we can confidently say, hope does not disappoint, as we know the happy ending that awaited Mary. In the heat of the moment, if we had been at the foot of the cross with her, would we have found the right words to say, either in our hearts or out loud to Mary? Sometimes, you and I will find ourselves, or our loved ones or strangers, at the foot of the cross, with no idea of what things are going to be like in the next 3 hours or 3 weeks or even years. What would Mary say to us when we find ourselves at the foot of the cross? What would she whisper for us to do for those we find standing at the foot of the cross? Perhaps she whispers to us at our lowliest, hope does not disappoint.